So for my video, I have broken down like what I will be discussing in like a script form, I guess, kind of. So I have the intro, I'll just introduce myself and what I'll be discussing today, the roles and responsibilities of an information professional in a global information society, and how I will be focusing on the roles and responsibilities of a technical recruiter, or a technical consultant, sorry, my bad, in an information society. And then I'll go into detail about what a technical consultant is. I'll probably have like a transition, either like something that's in iMovie. Most likely that's what it's going to be. Probably like just something brief, nothing that's going to confuse anyone or be too much, like that's going to take away from the presentation. After that, I'm going to be deciding or I'm going to be talking about what types of skills and soft skills you'll need to identify that you have to be a good consultant. And then I'll be transition from that into how to look for jobs in consulting. Probably with the same, I'll be using the same transition throughout the entire video. I'm not sure. It'll probably be like a fade or something just simple and minimal. I will be talking about what to expect on a day-to-day basis in the job. After that, I'll transition into something else, and then I would highlight the roles and responsibilities of the information professional in a global information society by discussing their effect on the technological field, what life would be like without consultants, different types of consultants and analysts, why there is a need for consultants in technology globally, and how this job differs outside the US. During this, I've developed quite the understanding of the roles and responsibilities that you would take on in this career field, and as an information professional in general. Just the things that you have to keep in mind when you're meeting new people and when you come across a problem that you might not know the answer to, and how to get to the answers through utilizing your employees, your like fellow and like your peers and your managers and such, and how to just be a good communicator and use your communication skills. I've developed an understanding of the social and ethical and cultural dimensions that you would engage through your career as an information professional. Like, you'll be traveling to many companies nationally and internationally, potentially, and it is important to keep in mind that things might be different than the way you've typically seen them. And that's okay. You just need to be willing to learn and understand and help the client. Socially, you'll be communicating daily with many different communication styles, and you need to be willing to adapt to understand their needs and quickly help them. So instead of taking the time out of out of the day or out of the meeting that you have with this client and thinking about like how they're so different than you are and how you can't believe how something like the way that they do something is so completely different than the way that you're used to doing it, you need to take that, like, instead of thinking about that, you need to be thinking about the ways that you're able to help them, and just put those thoughts to a side, like put them to the side, and think about just their needs first, and not like, whoa, that's so crazy that they are so different than us. Because I'm pretty sure like when you're in this field, or like in general in life, like when you do that, people can tell and it makes them kind of uncomfortable. And so your job is to just be there for them and be like, help them with their problems and not judge them for how they do things. And I think that to be an information professional in a global society is like such an honor, because you're given so many opportunities to expand your technical skills and broaden your cultural horizons at the same time, which is so important to me because I love traveling and I love learning about like how people do things in other countries and like different customs and cultures that they have and things like that. So I think that's why I really like this career and like I like this topic, because like just being able to do all those things while working is something that's really important to me. I think that this is a job that I would like to have because it wouldn't feel like a job. Like, I like helping people, and I like also like learning a lot, like learning about people and their culture, and I love traveling, so it's just something that really struck my mind. It really broadens your cultural horizons, and it makes your social skills so much better because you'll be meeting so many people and like learning so many different things and how to communicate in so many different ways. You'll also be learning new technology at the same time, which is great too if you're passionate about technology. Like, I would hope that we all are in this major. I think that this job, like, it's not going to be the same thing every day. Like, yeah, you'll have projects you need to work on, and you'll have the same clients that you, like, they be working with their problems and everything, but it's just so much different, and like you meet so many different people, and which makes the job a different, like, makes it so much more interesting, and it keeps your mind stimulated. Because I know for me, like, know personally I don't want a job like that's the same thing every day, going to the office, like sitting at a cubicle, doing work alone. Like, that's something I could never do. Like, the collaboration that comes along with this career, and like information professionals in general, like the collaboration that we go through, makes the job so much more interesting. Because every day, like, someone's gonna have a new story to tell, and there's gonna be new ways to figure out problems. So I think that, um, that's why I think it's being an information professional in a global society is so important. Um, I feel like I have a good understanding of what I would like to do for the video and how I want to edit it. I just want it to be like me, like talking like I am now, and I'll be editing like the transitions into it. I probably won't have any background music, just because when I watch videos, I think that's kind of annoying. Maybe at the end, like during the credits, I'll have some royalty free music, probably from iMovie, because that's what I'll be using to edit, because I don't really know how to edit anything else or in any other software. Um, I don't really want to use any kind of images. I mean, I could throw in images like a, I'm not really sure what kind of images I would use, but if I did use them, they would be probably some kind of like stock image. Um, I will try to incorporate images, but I never really like gave it much consideration, because I just don't really know what images I would use. I could probably find something though for sure, so I'm not really worried about that. But I think I have a really good understanding of what I would like to do and how I want it to come across. Just a clean, nice video of just an informational video for someone who is totally curious about the career field and my take on it. Um, but yeah, I think that's it, and I will see you in my final edit of the video, my final cut.